Hello and welcome back to the Stronghold. Recently, Wizards of the Coast announced that they were putting the constructed events back under construction. In short, they have raised the entry fee and the stakes on this. In other words, they're paying out more potential prize awards on these events, but they are asking you to pay more to enter them up front. And frankly, I think this is worth looking at. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't love drafting or don't feel competent at it despite my best efforts. So this could be a viable alternative for that non-limited player. But before we get into all that, what do you say we do the awkward thing and promote the channel? Allow me to take this opportunity to invite you to subscribe to the Planeswalker Stronghold for all your new player, free-to-play, budget, and midweek Magic needs. As you can see, we aren't one of these huge channels that fluctuates tons of subscribers on any given day and doesn't even notice. Around here, you matter. Just like these fine folks here, who recently subscribed to the channel and chose to make their subscription public. You see, the YouTube algorithm seems to think that budget arena content doesn't matter. And while I know I can't change that, I think we can. So click the subscribe button to support the channel and tap the bell icon so you don't miss on an upload. And build a more efficient collection along the way. Now, what were we talking about? Oh, right. The principal reason that these new constructed events are getting so much lip service, and one of the reasons that I am in fact talking about it today, is the fact that these revised events now have the option to pay out anywhere from 0 to 3 packs. So there's a lot of discussion about we finally have a way of potentially farming alchemy packs as opposed to just paying 1,000 gold for each pack. But the question remains, is it a good way of doing it? Before we take a better look at the new events, just for contrast, let's take a look at the old style constructed events, in this case alchemy. Although all the formats constructed events work the exact same way as far as cost and prize support, and I believe that is the case for all of the new events for either best of 1 or best of 3. Doesn't matter what format you're playing. I was not shy about letting people know that I did not recommend these old style events as a method of farming. And the principal reason for that is, well, twofold. One is the cost, 500 gold or 950 gems. So you get a whopping tiny discount of 2.5% by paying for gems, which is literally not worth talking about. The flip side of that is the payout structure. In order to break even on this and get your 500 gold back and have won 3, count them 3 more than likely uncommon cards with a very small chance of upgrading 1 or more of them to a rare, you had to get 4 wins before 3 losses. And when you do the math, that works out to a roughly 57% win rate. If you've been around the channel for any period of time, you probably already know that a budget deck struggles very often to get above 50%. And that even the very best fully tricked out meta versions of decks often top out around 59, 60, some as high as 63% win rate. That means that this event is going to be incredibly difficult to do profitably, because not only are you probably not using a fully tricked out meta deck, but you've got to do significantly better than the average budget deck can in a competitive environment. So, as I said, I was not shy about letting people know that I didn't recommend this, that the better way of building your collection and farming resources was your daily quests and quick drafting. All right, and now let's dig into those new events. I'm going to focus on the best of one. Although, if I remember correctly, best of one and best of three function the same. But in my opinion, best of one is a more budget, approachable format. Again, because you don't have to worry about cards for your sideboard, and the matches tend to be over much more quickly, where you're only playing one game per match, as opposed to potentially three. These new events are 2,500 gold pieces or 375 gems. And I think it's worth noting that this does create another way of converting gold into gems. Previously, the only functional way we had of doing that was by participating in quick drafts. I think the cost on this is also worth noting that you are getting a 25% discount for risking your gems as opposed to just paying by the gold piece. That could be significant to some portion of our audience. And of course, these events also function on that 7-3 play structure, meaning once you've had 3 losses, the event is over regardless of what your win rate is. These events start off pretty rough. If you don't have a good day, you're really going to feel bad. 0 wins nets you a prize of 25 gems. 1 win only gets you 50, which means you basically just paid a lot of money for whatever learning experience you got from that. Because I am a firm believer, either you win or you learn. If you go to 2 wins, things honestly are not much better. At that point, you get back 75 gems, meaning that for your 1 pack that you won, you paid 2,215 gold, or literally more than double the store rate, or 300 gems. So in both cases, you literally would have been better off just going to the store and buying packs. And we all know how inefficient that is as a starting point, and this at 2 wins is even worse. When you move up to 3 wins, your pack cost then drops to 1,500 gold, still worse than what you could do in the store. But in gems, you do still start to have a little positivity, at least as far as your gem return, because at that point you're only paying 175 gems per pack. When you go to 4 wins, this is kind of the tipping point. With gold, you're still paying 1,000 gold per pack. So at that point, you will have played 7 matches of Magic for the opportunity to have gotten packs at 1,000 gold. And that's literally what you could do at the store any day of the week without any issue whatsoever. Gems are a little bit better in the fact that your packs have now dropped down to 74 gems per pack, which is not terrible. When you move up to 5 wins, your gold cost drops down to 250 gold per pack. So you are at least getting packs at a cheaper rate. At 6 wins, that gold drops down to 125 gold per pack. Again, not necessarily efficient, because again, you're looking at having played 8 or 9 games of Magic to get that pack discount. If you are skilled and or lucky enough to get 7 wins, at that point you are truly farming the event. You are producing 500 gems as your reward, meaning you netted an increase of 125 gems. You netted 3 packs at no cost whatsoever, and you were able to generate a play-in point. and we will probably talk about that in a separate video. In other words, you don't really gain anything on this until you start hitting either a 62% win rate if you pay by gold or a 50% win rate if you paid by gems. Neither one of those is particularly appealing. Honestly, a 50% win ratio, like we've talked about, is kind of a struggle point for most budget decks. And even the very best fully tricked out meta decks are going to top out somewhere around a 62% win rate in the long run. So basically, to do well with this, you got to have a lot of luck. Or a really, really good collection of decks that maybe isn't something that most budget players are going to have. So all in all, I guess the moral of the story here is to scratch these new constructed events, whether they're alchemy, standard, or whatnot, and use the majority of your gold to continue quick drafting and set a little bit aside, maybe 2 drafts worth each season, and pick up a few alchemy packs that way. I think all in all, not only is this going to be much more respectful to your time, it's going to more efficiently grow your collection and still get you the alchemy packs that you're looking for and you are more than likely going to need in your collection without all the frustration. All right, so with all that having been said, don't forget, smash the like button like Hulk would. And of course, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Super secret tech time. If you've made it all the way to the end, comment down below and let me know where you're watching this video from. And until next time, I'll see you in the arena.